I lost my good name and respect in the community. Wasted time on opportunities. I spent months attending meetings and motivational talks. I rejected other job opportunities because they said this business will make me rich. Now I regret wasting my time. Because they will tell you that you don't need to do anything because when you are involved, you become very rich. Now this person said he regret because many offers, he don't want to work. They gave him job, he said he don't want because he have joined multi-level marketing. Now after joining, they say you become very rich and you be what? Financially free. Free, but now it's not free. And now he's regretting. But why regretting? Because time has gone. He cannot come back, rewind. But you have time. You have not joined. And even though you've joined, you are still young. So we are telling you not to make mistake that these people have made. So don't join. Don't even listen to them. When they are trying to convince you to join, you convince them not to join or to come out from what? From joining. You should fight with. We should fight with any person with faith and with what? With evidence. Youth exploitation. That's the last point I want to make. As a young graduate without a job, I was an easy target. They said education was not important, only recruitment. I joined with hope, but I ended up broke and discouraged because that's what they say. Mostly they target those who poverty have beaten to the core. If they look at you, they know that you are suffering. They will meet you. Because akwai renin waye ma wani same ka yana ma magana multi-level market yana nufin kai talaka kenan yana so ma magana ya ga akwai talauci a fuskar ka, so ya san zaka zama you be easier to be convinced. Ba sa zuwa wajen jiyare yaran masu kuɗi sai yaran talakawa. They don't used to go and meet rich person. They will go and meet people who know that they will be easily convinced. That is why sometimes they convince people who are working with lower this, like for example, I don't want to call name, but you can see security officers, when the city casual, and those people who are graduates that have not, and university staff, yes, in some university staff, all university staff, then those who are not graduate or so on. So if they just find out that you are suffering from poverty, they will talk to you. So meaning that whenever someone stops you and talk to you about multi-level marketing, please look at yourself and your dressing and ask him, did I look like a wretched person? Did I look hungry? That you have to convince me to join your multi-level marketing? Because they only, mostly based on this testimony, they convince people who are hungry to join. So meaning that there is kind of disrespect if someone meets you and try to even convince you to join a multi-level market. He's disrespecting you. You have to stop him and warn him. Warn him seriously. He should never ever look at you and stop you to even convince you about anything that has to do with what multi-level marketing. Domin in yamma magana yana nufin cewa you look wretched, poor kenan. And why would someone look down on you to the extent of what convincing you to join a multi-level marketing? So when someone is asking you to join, stop laughing. Domin renin wayo ne. Don't laugh. Ya mai da kai baka da wayo kenan ko kuma yana ganin ka kai talaka ne. So kakka mai dariya a ciki domin ya sai an gan cewa talauci ta ma duka sosai shine ake zuwa a ce kai joining domin an san da an ma magana za ka yi join dama yunwa kake ji. So don't join. Now, after saying everything about multi-level marketing and the effect, so one might ask, so if they ask us not to join the multi-level marketing, what are we going to be doing? And how are we going to save ourselves from this kind of what scheme? And we find that it's so important for us to bring out ways you can save yourself. The first point is that learn basic financial education. Learn financial education. If you want to become rich, it's not by joining multi-level marketing. It's by reading. You read financial books that have to do with finance, how to manage money. There is a lot of books like that you read. Then if you are in IYAF, we have teachers who are good in teaching financial education. Those who finish from entrepreneurship, like Malan Sani here, he can make you they organize your brain so that you become rich tomorrow if you want by motivation and other strategy. But then there is one thing I want to say, even though I know Malam Habib would say it, is that making money is Allah that give money. There is nothing you will do in this world to be rich if Allah does not design that you become rich. Meaning that you can make money out of anything and you can be poor out of what? Anything. Meaning that if you are going to school, school will not make you to be rich and school will not make you to be what? Poor. But if you go to school, you can be rich through school if Allah have designed that you are going to be rich. You can also be rich through business if Allah have designed. But you can do business and still become poor. A good example, go to farm Samaru market. There are those who before they even born you, they have shop there and they are still poor and they will be poor till they die because Allah does not design that they will become rich. Sometimes if you are doing your handwork, repairing machine or car, you can be rich and you can also be poor. Some people are doing it and they become rich and others are doing it and become what? Poor. If you're in school, maybe you graduated, you can graduate and become rich, you can also graduate and become what? Poor. This, in summary, is Allah that give money, not your wayo or any other thing you do. Meaning that, but the only thing that I want to say, that's the last thing before I conclude, is that even when Allah has designed that you are going to be poor, but for you to moderate your poverty, let the poverty not show in your face and let you live a better life and die successfully, is when you are educated. That's the reason why you see all these workers you are seeing in ABU, even your parents are working in ABU, all of them are poor. They are designed to be poor. Assuming they did not go to school, you will see them like those poor people you see in Samaru holding dogs. That's why you see them, because they are not designed to become rich. That's why you see all this stuff they are saying, all of them are poor. But why is it that their poverty have a kind of customization? When you see that, you think they are rich. It's because they went to school and they are using the skills to better their life. But assuming they did not go to school, they will be poor to the extent that even the poverty will show in their face. And when you see them, you will see a typical epitome example of a poor person. But why are they looking someone rich? All these lecturers you are seeing, they are designed to be poor. They are not rich because there are those who go to school, graduate, and they become rich. Example, Erufai finished with first class and is rich. You see people like Dangote, they went to school and they are rich. Atiku went to school and is rich. So when you are going to school, you also expand your business and you become rich. I have someone who, since from when he started his secondary school up to university, up to PhD, has never worked. But once he finished his degree, they gave him scholarship in the United States, and now he's there. So he finished his PhD at the age of 25 years. So he did not do anything, he's just opportunity. Once he finished his PhD, they gave him head of one organization in the USA and he started his NGO. Now he's richer than any other businessman. You see, you can become rich through education, right? And you can also become rich through education. When you apply for grants, you become rich. So meaning that if Allah has designed that you're going to be rich, whatever you do, Allah says Sami al-Barka. You understand? So it's not by you jumping here, jump here. Whatever you will, just do it well. You can, but don't see somebody going to school and tell you that you'll be poor. No. Everybody can be poor in whatever you are doing, and you can be rich in whatever you are doing. So don't be confused. Now, in conclusion, so I want to read this conclusion so that it will sink in your mind. Just listen and read with me. In conclusion, the dream of a better life should never turn into a source of pain, regret, and broken trust. Many young people enter multi-level schemes with hope only to face loss of money, damaged relationships, emotional stress, and disappointment. True success does not come from shortcuts, pressure, or false promises, but from patience, learning honest work, and integrity. Our youth must believe in their own potential, protect their values, and choose paths that build skills, dignity, and lasting progress. You have to go home with it. Say no to harmful schemes and yes to knowledge, hard work, and unity. By saying that, we can protect our future and build stronger families and community. Thank you.